Thank you so much for listening to Urbanistica podcast. I am Mustafa Sherif, an urban planner, and you're more than welcome to join my big journey of exploring the making of smarter and more livable cities. Please don't forget to follow Urbanistica on the different social media platforms, and also let's connect on LinkedIn. Big thanks to Urbanistica podcast partner AFRI. AFRI is an international engineering and design company providing sustainable solutions in the fields of energy, industry, and infrastructure. Are you ready for a new episode? Let's go for it. Hello podcast, thank you so much for listening. Let me answer the question from the previous episode 251 by Tala Al Ansari. We talked about District 2020 in Dubai. Let's together listen to her question first.
Okay, so I think if I want the listeners to think of a question as an end to this conversation, I would say I really want us to think about how often it is that we really ask the community what they want to make sure our city is adapting. How often are we really having this dialogue with the community? That's the question I think, be it an innovation community or a city overall. I think that's a question that's important to dwell on.
Okay, very, very interesting question, Tala. And I will talk from my perspective. I work with this topic a lot here in Stockholm as an urban planner. And to be honest, we don't often engage community about the development project that's going on. In Sweden, there is a law that says we need to ask the community about the proposal. So we have to ask them, but we do that after we make the plan and decide almost everything. So there is not so much left for space to change the plans. Of course, they can leave comments and about the proposal, but to be honest, the proposal is almost finished. So there is not so much space to change it. So this is one, but we also sometimes engage this community in some projects to collect data from them. Not all of the projects, some of the projects. And sometimes some projects, there's not so much money in the budget, and what they cut is community participation and focus on other stuff. So unfortunately, community participation is not on the top of the list. In the recent years, especially from the COVID, there are so many different digital platforms about community participation, which make it super easy now for people for the community to leave comments, to say what they dream about, their wishes, what are the errors digitally. So it's easier to collect data from them and to engage from them. And for instance, for a few years ago, Stockholm municipality started a digital platform. They call it Medborgarpanel, and the panel of community or citizens. And the people in Stockholm, they get question about the urban areas, and they answer what they think about, their dreams, wishes, errors, and so on. So this is very interesting actually, but also not only for the adults, but also for the young people, so for the youth. So I see it's super interesting. And as I mentioned, now the number of people participating digitally increased. And of course, this is combined with the physical community participating meetings. So you have both. So what I see now, what's happening now, and the trend that is going to continue, is that we're engaging the community more in the different urban development, and big thanks to the digital platforms, which make it easier for people to participate. Something else I want to highlight here is because I'm placemaking Europe leader, and what I love with the placemaking is that community already from step zero part of development projects. So they are like a player, just like a municipality, just like a land developer or any other actor. So what I love with the placemaking is that community people writing together the common story from the beginning, not in the end when they see a proposal. No, they are already from the beginning designing and planning a proposal, which makes it really cool and important for the project. So I really encourage you to check placemaking, to read more about the method, how placemaking involve people from the beginning, so you get more knowledge and maybe get inspired to your project. Thank you so much for listening. So I hope you also answer the question, email, text the answer to me, to Tala, and we will be more than happy to read your question. Keep up the good work. Keep loving cities.